Hello and welcome to the UK Minifigure Collectors YouTube channel, the only channel to focus primarily on minifigures. Today I've got this awesome 10-piece set to show you. It's actually from a much bigger line. The line name is Monsters and was created in 2018 by a company called Wicked Jewels. Like I said, it's from a bigger line, so there's only 10 select sculpts in this one. But they did originally have a big tub of monsters and also a long tube, and I believe there's about 13 to 14 figures, so like I said, only 10 of the original figures in this set. Now as I said, these came out in 2018, but I didn't know where they came from, but they kept popping up, and I really liked the look of them. When a really good friend of mine, Damien Cross, reached out and said, I've actually got you a set. So I'd just like to say a huge thank you to Damien for hooking me up here. So the first sculpt is the awesome Godzilla. I believe it's the Shodai original Godzilla, more because of the roundness of his actual face. Now I love the dorsal fins on this and the way it sort of transfers into the tail, the way that tail's flipped round, but I don't like the join of the tail and it kind of ruins the figure. Everything else about this is kind of nice, but that tail lets it down. Then we have this very cool Mothra. Now the actual detail that's gone into the wings on this is absolutely phenomenal. Whoever sculpted this did a fantastic job of getting it just right. I've checked it with some of the pictures and it actually is really accurate to the original Mothra. The face and the actual body, maybe not, but the wings are 100%. Next up, we've got Cyclops. Now, if you're familiar with Ray Harryhausen, sorry, this one is very Harryhausen-esque. I mean, it's very, very similar, like the upper torso, but at the same time, it's kind of a different take on it. Like the legs on this one are sort of more human-esque, but I mean, it's a fun sculpt nonetheless. Next up, we've got this awesome zombie. This has got to be one of the most fiercest zombies I've ever seen. Not only is he chewing on that huge arm, you can see the screwdriver impaled into the head. And if you look just like when it comes round, you can just see his eyeball sort of hanging out just below the actual screwdriver. It's a really cool sculpt. Then we have Gillman. Now you might know him as the creature from the Black Lagoon, but this is a very odd sculpt. Now I'm looking at all the texturing on this, like on his back and sort of rounded arms, everything looks really good. It's just the sculpting on the face. It's like a Timu or Wish version of Gillman for all I can tell. Next up, we've got Grave A, the first piece of the scenery. Now, I love this design. I love the cross and the hand that's coming out of the ground. It's a real horrific scene, really. Like, for me, having scenery with minifigures is a welcome bonus. Like, people forget about it. I've said it before, people forget about the scenery, but having some is really, really important. Then we have the Mummy. For me, the worst piece of all 10. It just doesn't work because of that running sculpt. For me, I think of a mummy moving really slowly. The texturing is actually done really, really well. The facial sculpt, again, really done really well. It's just the fact it's running, it just really puts me off about this actual figure. Next up, we've got Grave B, the second piece of scenery. Now, I kind of love the way this has been sculpted. For me, the skull is a little bit too big, but apart from that, it's actually not too bad. You've got to remember, these are budget pieces. Like the whole set of 10 isn't meant to sell for a lot of money. So this is actually a really quality sculpt for what it is. Next up, we've got this awesome vampire design. I love that sort of classical look to it. The fact that he's got this cape that only sort of stretches so far. But it's done really well. I don't know if it's supposed to be Count Dracula or not, but it is a really cool sculpt. I love the detailing that's gone into the face here, the ears and the teeth, them ruffles. It is a top sculpt. Next up is Tarantula, and I've got to say, my favourite of the bunch. I know what you're thinking, probably not a minifigure, but for me, the pose on this is absolutely phenomenal. The fact that the legs are up in the air and they're so spindly, it looks like it's just ready to pounce on you. It is a fantastic sculpt for a spider, and I don't think anyone can argue that. Overall, I'd say for a budget line of figures, they've done really well here. It's kind of a shame that I missed out on a couple of the sconts, but some of these are phenomenal. That zombie, I think it's done so well. Just look at the detail that's gone into that face. It's a face only a mother could love. Material and size-wise, the material is very similar to, say, a green toy soldier, that sort of material. There's not really that much difference, maybe a little bit stiffer. Now, size-wise, they're about 5.5 centimeters tall, so about a centimeter taller than an actual muscle figure. Now, I said quite recently how here in the UK we don't seem to get many of these sort of toys anymore. We get your usual sort of toy soldiers and your farm animals and your dinosaurs and maybe the odd dragon, but that's about it. Maybe knights, occasionally get a few knights, but we certainly don't get monsters, and I kind of get really annoyed about that because it's like we live in a little bubble where we're not allowed monsters anymore. Now, I'd love to know what other people have got to say about this sort of toy. Is it something that you like? Do you think these toys belong in the past and that's it, we should stop now? I'd love to know what people have got to say, so please leave a message down in the comments below. And with that, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching the video. If you liked it, don't forget to leave a like, and I hope to catch you all again next time.